Okay, good morning everyone. Good morning, June. Welcome to our new class this morning. So before we formally start our lesson this morning, let's have an opening prayer. Would you mind to lead the opening prayer, June? Amen. So good morning, June. Welcome to our new discussion this morning. So before we start, how's your weekend? So that's great to hear. So may I remind you, June, that this session is recorded so that your other classmates, especially the home study classmates, will use this as a reference. So are you ready for your report? Okay, so i-close na lang siguro yung Okay, now you may now present your PowerPoint presentation. Presenting. I can now see the presentation. Uh, Click the full screen down siya. Yes, click down full screen. Or i-half na na yun. Ay, pero maklaro naman yapan siya. So, are you set? Are you ready? Okay, again, may I remind you again that this session is a recorded. Thank you. Excuse me, June. Are you moving your slides now, or you are still in the first slide? Oh, okay. Wala. Okay, I'm just wondering. Yeah, first slide pa lang po. Yes po. Better if we will just click, yes. Yeah, click the slide instead of next, next. Yeah, that's right. Yes, let's start this topic with this picture. Yes. na kita siguro siya bubog, char lang. Okay lang man, I can still hear you naman din. So, it's not a big deal if there are dogs barking. You may continue, Chen. Okay, thank you so much, June, for the well presentation. You clearly discuss everything. However, there are ano naman ganda important part also where you did not totally include, but however, in the latter part naman, it was mentioned. So, can you hear me? Am I audible? Madunggan? Okay. Yes, again, thank you so much for the presentation. So these are the notes that I'm taking while you are reporting. So you clearly discussed about the North, the global North and the global South, and how it was started, especially from the third world to global South to developing countries. Now, during Cold War, we used the term Third World, and after the Cold War, we used the term Global South. Am I correct? And then later on, we use the term developing country, or we are using the high income economies, the upper middle, the lower middle, as well as the lower income, right? So, correct. Now, do you think that it is necessary to identify and mark a certain place or country as global south and global north? Okay, what? Okay, all right. Now, so, what do you think is the what do you think is the advantages of it? If there is, yeah. So, with that being said, it is really important, no, to classify those certain places or countries if they belong to the global south and or global north, even though we are not using that term today, right? Uh, both economically and wait lang. There's okay. Both economically and politically speaking, as you have mentioned, if we're going to relate it to economics, yeah, it is really important because we will know also if that certain places what they need, diba? What they need, what are the businesses that you're going to put up to sustain their needs and wants, and that is a very good point. On the political side also, you have mentioned it is yeah for your yeah Yeah, for so mato siya na politically speaking, it is really also important to know because as what you have mentioned earlier, Africa, they are since they are classified as a belong to the global south, they are having a what do you call it, a spotlight from the other communities and other countries, so that they can receive aids, di ba? Yung support na lang, ano lang aids. They can support aids or mga ano go, di ba? Mga support from the countries all over the world. But they are being dependent na din. That is the downside of yung downside niya. Then now how did the concept of global south and global north abolish? Kailan siya na nawala? Good morning, Neil. Thank you for joining. Even though you're late, it's better to be late than never. So yun, going back to the question, June, how did the concept of global south and global north abolish? I mean, yeah. I mean, not just the time or the time, but it is the main reason why we did not use today the term global south and the global north. Okay, very good, and it's proven by the data, right? Not all the countries belong to the global south are ano na kanang content na lang yung kita nila when it terms to sa ilang country. But as time goes by, naging competitive na like sa Japan, sa Singapore. So that was the time na yung mga term na global south and north was abolished kasi discriminatory na siya. Naging ano naman good siya. So yun, you failed to mention who proposed the brand. Uncle ni mo, si Willie Brand. Yes, what they call that one? Kana, yes, he coined the brand line. It is a division, but not kanang ano ha, not kana literal division he made. Gitunga niyang Earth. It's just that kanang ano lang, what they call it? Ideologically. Yes, so now, I think I don't have any more questions. So, it's very good also that you have mentioned two theories in global north and global south, the dependency theory, as well as the Latin American experience. So, as you have shown earlier, the map of the Latin America. So, usually these are countries belong to South America and the Caribbean, no? Ang usually mga countries. So because of that experiences of the Latin America's countries being exploited by the colonizers, they are having a hard time to to cope up. Number one reason is that kanang nasaid good ang ilahang resources. It is because of those colonizers. So naging underdeveloped din yung countries ng Latin America. For the dependency theory also, it is it is a concept of rich countries exploiting the poorer countries. So yun yung nangyari sa dependency theory. That is why yung mga global south are struggling, di ba? Are struggling um, to become ano na guys siguro no on that level na di na sila mabilong sa pinakababa nga ang margin. So, Big Four also, you mentioned that Asia and Africa as well as the Latin America, they are they belong to the third world country. It is because they are independent, right? So, di ba, before, during and after Cold War, di ba, nahati naman from USSR, naging communist, then this USA, this democratic, di ba, yun is the first country, second world, then the third world. Those countries, can you still hear me? Okay, so those countries who did not choose where they want to go, right? If they were going to the Communist Party or to the Democratic Party, so those countries belong to the third world countries. So yun lang. At least now, we are sometimes now we can still hear first world country, third world country, but parang nagka-change naman to, no? Ginagamit naman nato ang term na developing country, underdeveloped country, or ana. So much better if we will just we will just follow the World Bank. They use the term high middle income, the high income, the upper lower, and the lower income. So that's it. Yun yun lang yung ano ko na take note ko, no? So, Neil, do you have any questions? Okay. How about June? Do you have any clarifications? Okay. So yun, I think you discussed it well naman, no? And you provided a lot of graphics as well as tables and data to clearly support your discussion this morning. So for tomorrow, what is your topic June, for tomorrow? Regionalism? Okay, Asian regionalism. So yun, please, you are ready na with that report. So we can discuss it today. Are you okay, Neil? Or do you have class pa? You can ano naman, if you're not okay with it, you can just ano na, I mean, even though you are non-online class students, you are not ano naman talaga. I am not very particular if you're with attendance, ha. I'm not very particular with attendance if you're going to enter the class or not. As long as you, what do you call it? You uploaded your worksheets, your activity. Ha? Neil, dili ka mag-ano nil ha? Okay. Week 1 to 3 pa ako ang naano. Maybe I will just close the first class.